Hi, my name's Nora, and this is Clover Reptiles. Today I'm going to tell you the story of Thunder. Thunder is one of my 5 hermit crabs. I got him a couple months ago through a site called Hermit Crab Association. I'm an adopter on the site, so people will message me when they need homes for their crabs for various reasons. So a couple months ago, someone who we'll call Billy messaged me saying he had a crab who needed a new home. We talked for a bit, and what it sounded like was it was his daughter's crab, but she moved away and left the crab with him. He said that the crab's friend had died and he wanted to get the crab to an owner with other crabs so it would have the social interactions it was missing. That all sounded great, so we talked for a little bit and I asked him about all the setup and stuff, and he said it had a 20-gallon tall tank, which is a great setup for 2 crabs, and that it had all the correct setups from what I could understand when we were talking online. So we agreed to meet up at my house in a couple of days for him to drop the crab off. When he got there, I was surprised to say the least. He dropped off the tank as well as another empty tank that I wanted for other reasons, but the hermit crab was not in great condition. When he said the friend died, I expected that he would remove the dead crab from the tank, but that was not the case. When going through the substrate, I found the dead crab. He just didn't bother to remove it. The poop was built up everywhere. It looked like he hadn't cleaned the tank in years. And the substrate, well, it was the correct Eco-Earth substrate, and the correct amount of it. It was so dry. I don't know how long he had neglected that tank, but when I touched the substrate, it was like dry sand texture. I don't know how the crab managed to survive in that, but the humidity was next to nothing, 20% I think was what the thing read, when crabs want over 80% humidity. I felt really bad for the crab, but I just acted like, oh yes, everything's great, I'm adopting your crab now. And when he left, I immediately got the crab out of those horrible conditions. I wish I took some footage of it, but that was before I had a YouTube channel or any reason to take footage. So I got the crab inside and put him in isolation for a little bit since he had some other issues like mites and such that I had to take care of. And I looked at the supplies he gave me. The food was all pelleted food, which is very bad for crabs. He didn't mention that he was using this when I asked about his food. He just said natural foods. It was not a natural food. The water dishes were so shallow and completely empty, and it didn't look like he just emptied them out for the way here. They looked like they'd been dry for a long time. So I named the crab Thunder, and eventually we moved him in with the other 4 crabs. He has a large personality. He likes to get mad at everyone else. I wasn't sure he'd make it at first, but he's now completely made his first molt, so I know he's going to make it. Now, we think he's probably around 10 to 20 years old, which is on the young side for a hermit crab, but we don't know how long he's survived in those conditions, so I'm not sure if he'll make it to his full lifespan. Hermit crabs can live up to 40 years, even longer in the wild. So he's doing great now, but I felt really bad for all those conditions, and that's basically the story of Thunder. I'll make sure to add lots of footage of him in this video so you can enjoy seeing all about our little crab.